Now right behind me is where the autocross is about to begin. Now this is a track within a track been built for very specific rules. Now the autocross is one of 3 dynamic events here at FDC 2015, and the name of the game here is speed. 2 quick laps and the fastest time wins. Also part of the event was the autocross, and that was pretty self-explanatory. The course was set up on the track, marked to exact specifications, and each car that qualified had to complete the required number of laps as quickly as they could.
Autocross, we had an issue with one of the corners that was designed by the chief design judge of Formula Design Challenge, Claude. So our turning radius was higher, so we couldn't make the turn properly. So in the 4 heats that were given to us, 3 of the heats were counted as a DNF, because according to the rules, if one of the marshals touches the car to assist them getting back in the track, then it's counted as a DNF.
We moved on to autocross. That was a little hairy. We barely made it to the line because there was some issue with the safety wire, but we made it, we got in, and we set up the best lap of the day. And yeah, of course, there were a few penalties that we had to consider later on.
It's the last and final day of FDC 2015, and today we've got 2 big events planned up. Today is the day of the endurance race, 18 laps around this track. And also today is the day when all the points are going to be tallied and the winners will be decided. On the last day of the event came the most important of them all, the endurance test. This was the culmination of all events that came before it, and again, this was a timed event. Each car had to complete the required number of laps on the track, and besides just speed and car control, what was also measured was fuel efficiency. This was one of the places where design really came into play. Some of the cars had opted for larger, higher-powered inline-4 engines, and that meant more speed on the track, but also more fuel consumption. Cars who had opted for smaller single-cylinder engines might have had to compromise on the power, but then they did get the advantage of lighter weight and a more frugal engine.
The endurance was, again, it was very tense for us because we were having issues with heating and with fuel not being sufficient. So we were running a very lean fuel map, but that added on to the heating issues. And towards the end of the endurance, there were about 2 laps remaining. Our fuel just got over and we weren't able to complete the event.
Basically, the first driver, Angad, completed the 9 laps pretty well. We were at the top of the timings. Our timings were running around 140. That was one of the better timings in the race. And suddenly the nut in the mechanical linkage of the gear shifter came out and it was getting suspended, hitting the ground continuously. Any change in the car wasn't allowed during the endurance, and hence during the driver change we were not allowed for further racing.
So the start was slow, but the driver covered up in the 14, 15, 16 lap with the timing of 1 minute, 24 seconds, 23 seconds and 24 seconds. So overall we could make it up in the end. So we are expecting overall top 3. Let's see, let's wait for the overall results.
Now, out of the 36 teams performing, only about 30% qualified for the dynamic events. Some colleges had their cars not even making it past the tech checks. But as we spoke to the judges with years of international experience, such teething troubles are bound to take place.
It's about people, it's about first understanding what is the limit that you have. Next year your limit could be bigger, but for the moment that they don't understand the rule, they don't read the rules. It's a little bit lack of realism and lack of practical sense there. And it's more a project management issue than a pure engineering issue or machining or designing tools or money. It's just about being realistic.
With all the events completed, it was time for the overall prizes. winner of the costing event was Team Unwired. The winner of the BPP or the Business Plan event went to Orion Racing from the KJ Somaya College of Engineering in Mumbai, and that was the start of many awards for this team, who also took the award for winning the design contest. With only Formula Manipal from Manipal University qualifying for the acceleration test, they took the top spot in that category, while also sealing the deal and taking the top spot in the skid pad event. The autocross event was another place where the team from Manipal did well, barely edging out Pravega Racing from the Vellore Institute of Technology by nanoseconds. The boys from Orion Racing swept through the next two events, the endurance and the efficiency tests, breaking the competition with huge leads. When the final tally was done, it was time to declare the overall winners, and in third place was the team from the Vellore Institute of Technology with a total of 565.45 points.
Formula Design Challenge got the best out of us. It probably gave us the spirit that never lose hope. There's always a possibility that we were sent back twice to clear the technical scrutiny. Still, we came back with we cleared everything. We participated in skid pad. We participated in autocross. We clocked a very good time. So we know now all the teams know what Pravega Racing is.
With Orion Racing Mumbai and Formula Manipal fighting it out neck and neck all day, taking silver was Formula Manipal with 735.72 points.
The most challenging engineering design competition in the world, I could say that. Pretty much with all the certain rule books and all the guidelines laid out by them, it's certainly tough to get through the competition.
But the champion and overall winners, beating Manipal by a mere 5 points, were the team from the KJ Somaya College of Engineering, Orion Racing, with an overall score of 740.34 points.
Feels really great. I'm not sure that I can express it in words, but it surely is a team's effort, that we've been here. We've had a lot of ups and downs coming over here, but the team stuck together, and I think if I ever get a chance and if someone invents a time machine, then I'll probably go back and work with the same team and work in Orion Racing India for the rest of my life. If
anything, the JK Tyre Formula Design Challenge was more of a real-world classroom. The winners of the FDC 2015 are going to spend time with the pit crew professionals of the JK Tyre racing team. But more important than the prizes was the wealth of experience that every one of the participants acquired.